Mark Mundy for MMAfighting.com here at Bellator 206 Media Day with Rory MacDonald, who challenges for the middleweight title against Gegard Mousasi on Saturday at SAP Center. Rory, the first thing I wanted to ask you about is your knowledge of cryptocurrency. I know this is something that's very important to you. It's been for many years, and you have sponsors about it now. And I remember talking to you, I think in like 2014, about Bitcoin. Why were you in on this so early, and what kind of got you into it now, and what has kind of carried over to now?
Faraz, my coach Faraz, he brought it up to me the week of the fight. I was preparing for Tyler Woodley, so we were in the hotels doing fight week stuff. He brought it up to me, and took off from there. Just found it very cool, super interesting, because it's just like, what is this? So a lot to learn, and it's just been kind of exploring it ever since.
It was very new then, and now it's kind of gained some like mainstream. Do you feel like you were kind of in on it very early on?
Yeah, I mean, even earlier would have been great, but I mean, I'm happy to stumble across it when I did. It worked out well for me.
The reason I ask you is because with Bellator now, this is kind of a new thing, and you're embarking on some kind of innovative things now with the super fight with Gegard Mousasi. You're going to be in the Bellator Welterweight Grand Prix coming up. You're defending your title in that. Is that kind of your personality? Like, you're willing to try some new things and kind of take some chances on things?
Absolutely. I mean, since I was a kid, it was a passion of mine to, test myself, to go up against the best and bigger. So, the time is now. In my opinion, I'm peaking with my MMA career, with the experience. I still have my youth in me. I'm 29 years old, but I still have got a lot of experience. So I feel like the big risk should be happening now.
Do you feel like this is the biggest fight in Bellator history?
It seems to be that way from what I've been hearing. I guess I'm honored to go up against a guy like Gegard. He's fought everywhere. He's fought everyone. He's got a crazy record, and it's a great experience, a great opportunity for myself.
A lot is being made of the possible size disadvantage that you'll have. You're moving up from 170 to fight him, and Gegard has fought a lot of his career at 205. Is that a big deal?
It's interesting. It's not a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I know what I signed up for. So that's the whole idea of it, to see how me being a smaller man stacks up against a highly skilled bigger man.
Why were you so excited to not only do this fight, but also book another fight coming up against John Fitch in the Bellator welterweight tournament and defend your title in that tournament?
I think it's great. I know my schedule for the year somewhat, and I'm happy about that. My life for the last, 12 or so, whatever years has been like, what's next? I never know what's next. You know what I mean? Like, you can never plan ahead. Opportunities can drop in your lap out of nowhere. So it's kind of nice that I know kind of when I'm fighting next and who I'm fighting next. Cool.
You can't really think about that fight with Fitch yet, though, right? Because you have to focus on this one with Gegard.
Yeah, my attention is on the Gegard fight. I mean, I've obviously looked at John Fitch's fights. I'm confident with my abilities going in against a fight with him. But yeah, my concern is with this Saturday.
Is there any pressure on you to turn it around quick and do that fight against Fitch? Because I know the Bellator wants to get this welterweight tournament rolling. There's a fight on this card leaving against Koreshkov in that tournament. Is there any pressure on you to kind of turn around quickly after this?
They already told me they want me in January, February, so I got some good amount of time.
And that's a good time frame for you?
Yeah, it works.
What else do you want to? You've been open about kind of trying these new things in Bellator, the super fights and the tournaments. What else is available for you, and what else kind of excites you moving forward?
Very focused on the great opportunity with this tournament. I really want to do well in this. If I do well in this tournament, I win it. Maybe I'll kind of close the book on welterweight for a little while and focus on the middleweight stuff. If I win this, so I mean, there's a lot of options. I mean, I got to see how these next 4 fights go.
Were you okay with defending your title throughout the tournament? Because that is, I mean, I don't think that's ever been done before.
Yeah, I'm happy because I mean, I want to fight all the guys in the division. So why not? Why not be in the tournament? I get to fight everybody in the division and prove that I'm the actual champ.
Came out this morning, Bellator announced that 50 Cent is now, I guess, sponsoring this tournament, and the winner is going to be making $1 million from 50 Cent. How do you feel about this?
Happy. I mean, it's another added blessing onto what already is a great blessing and a dream come true of being a world-class mixed martial arts tournament. So, it's icing on the cake. Very happy.
How much, if any, do you pay attention to what's going on in the UFC with the welterweight division there?
I see what's going on. Tyrone's doing very well and seems very dramatic from what I could tell. So I'm happy to not be a part of that, and just being. I'm happy that I'm just fighting great competition over here, getting great opportunities, and that's it. Just enjoying my sport.
Dramatic how?
Just with a lot of talking and just drama between all the fighters, and just I don't know. I find that stuff just annoying and fake and not what martial arts is about. So I'm happy to be here where I feel like mixed martial arts is being represented in a more old-fashioned way.
You obviously have a win over Woodley, and he's now the long-term champion in the UFC. Maybe you don't get the credit for it, but do you feel like you're already the best welterweight in the world?
Sure. I think it would be a competitive fight. I think it would be more competitive than it would be our last fight. I think Tyrone had expressed that he wasn't at his best for that fight. I mean, who knows? But when you're fighting the top 5 guys in the world, or anything can happen. So I mean, I would love to have that fight again, being that we're both champions of our weight divisions in different promotions. So you never know what the future holds.
Is there a way to cement yourself as the best in the world in Bellator? Because I mean, people always kind of still see the UFC as a standard bearer. Is there a way to make people say, you know what, Rory MacDonald is the best, even if he's in Bellator?
Well, this fight this weekend could put a better. It could be better for me in that argument. If I go up and I win a middleweight title, it improves my standing in that argument in people's opinion. But I'm not worried about it. It's just people's opinion. I'm going out there and challenging myself and enjoying it.
Last thing, is there anything you did differently to prepare for this camp because it is at a higher weight? Did you add any weight training? Did you bulk up? Did anything like that?
After the Lima fight, I did a lot of power training, got my power up a bit. Didn't focus on my endurance as much, but once I got into camp, I started my normal camp routine, so I was able to keep some muscle from what I was doing pre-camp and got my endurance back up. So it's good. I felt like everything I did before kind of prepped me for this 185-pound opportunity that came out of nowhere.
How much do you actually cut to 185? Not a whole lot, right?
It'll be about 5 pounds because I'm about 190 pounds right now, and naturally.
So you'll probably be around 190 in the cage. How big do you think he'll be in the cage on Saturday?
I don't know. Maybe 200 or more. Or, somewhere around there.
Doesn't matter, though, to you.
Not really. I mean, I know what it is. I know he's going to be larger than me, so whatever it is, that's what it is. I'm not going to worry about it.
Thanks, Rory.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it, man.